It's time for Morning Manna, leaning into Lent today, part three, the fruits of fasting, the fruits of fasting. Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful morning it is. And I'm thankful and grateful to be with you all on this morning. What an excellent morning it is. Man, we just finished a powerful midweek morning prayer. I certainly hope that you connected in that prayer time. If you didn't, please go to my page. Bishop Dudley, PhD. Bishop Dudley, PhD. Go to my page, the page you're on right now. Check out that prayer. The Lord moved in that prayer. If you missed that prayer, and it's time for Morning Manna. But I just want to greet a few people this morning before we get started. Anitra, Lisa, Devery, how are you all on this awesome Wednesday morning? It's hump day, halfway the work week. Clementine, how are you on this morning? Just an excellent morning that it is. Brother Nesbitt, you know what? This morning, the word that God gave me, I'm so excited about sharing it with you all. But I just want to give a minute or two, and then we're going to jump right into it. Hey, look, if it's your first, second, or third time joining us this morning, please let me know so that we can shout you out. The Manna fam can shout you out. We absolutely have a great time about this time every weekday morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. You know what? Let's get right into the word on this morning. This morning, we're dealing with leaning into Lent, the fruit of fasting. Leaning into Lent, part 3, the fruit of fasting. It's always the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Here is the text. The text is 1 Kings 19, 7 and 8. 1 Kings 19, 7 and 8. The angel said, "Get up and eat." Get up and eat, Elijah. The 8th verse says, he got up and he ate, strengthened by the food of the angels. He went to Mount Horeb, 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights, strengthened by the food from the angel. He traveled now 40 days and 40 nights. Now, isn't it interesting that here is Elijah in the wake of Mount Carmel, defeating Ahab and Jezebel's fake prophets. He calls down fire from heaven. It now rains after, about 7 years of nothing happening at all. It rains because now he pours out fire from heaven. It absolutely takes over, destroys the altar of the Baal god, and takes out their prophets. That's in the back of him. In the front of him, he's not sure what to do. All he hears is Jezebel ringing in his ears, "I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you." And so what does he do? He goes to the broom tree, sits up on it and says, "Lord, I'm out. I'm done. Take me out." An angel comes along, feeds him, and now he fasts for 40 days and 40 nights. On a trip, no less. There's 3 things I want you to grab as a result of this. You got to see the fruit of fasting in the life of Elijah in this 40-day trip on foot. The first thing is fasting empowers you to go further. Fasting empowers you to go further. From the place that Elijah is, the broom tree, to the place that he's going, to Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, where he can hear from God, is 200 miles or 420 kilometers. That's a trip. I want you to get this. That's a trip he takes while he's fasting, and he's walking it on foot. Now, that's some God up in there. That is a serious fast. I'm fasting while I'm on foot. 200 miles I walk day and night to get to where I'm going. Fasting will take you further. You're wondering what to do during Lent, and you're saying, "Okay, I'm leaning into Lent. What should I do, Bishop? Should I fast? What should I do?" I'm here to tell you it's going to take you further if you fast. The second thing under the talk about the text is this. Fasting empowers you to hear from God. Fasting empowers you, enables you to hear from God. It clears out the worldly wax in your spiritual ear. It clears out the worldly wax in your spiritual ear. Now notice what happens. Now when Elijah gets to Horeb, notice the spectacular things that happen. The earth shakes, there's fire, there's wind, everything happens, but that's not God. When he hears a still quiet voice, he says, that's God. The only way he can distinguish and hear the voice of God in this, he's been fasting. He's been fasting. Fasting empowers you to hear the voice of God. It empowers you to go further. The third thing is this. Fasting empowers you to finish what you started. Fasting empowers you to finish what you started. Here we are at the last of 1 Kings. Transition is about to take place. Elijah, his understudy, the apprentice prophet, that is now about to take over from him, now is about to get his mantle. But this can't happen until Elijah gets to where Elisha is and they come together. Fasting gets him to this place where he can finish the work on earth that he has started, that God has started through him. So fasting empowers you to go further. Fasting empowers you to hear God's voice, enables you to hear it. And fasting empowers you to finish whatever you started in God. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this. Fasting isn't just not eating. It's fueling your faith and your endurance to do the work of God. Fasting isn't just not eating. It's fueling your faith and your endurance to do the work of God. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. You already know. Cynthia, Joel, you guys, Diane, you already know. Share the manna. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now.